So, Darshan, I know my life, but I am just watching music video. Who is it? Selena Gomez, Kill Him With Kindness. I have a t-shirt that says that, Kill Him With Kindness, with the Dalai Lama on it. Super cool t-shirt. Some very nice ladies in this video, some great dancing also. Ladies se yaad hai. So this is not just all gentlemen, no?
No. This is actually the next generation is not only with the technology but also the ideologies that you look into cutting hair. So when you say you cut hair, you should have that bandwidth of serving to everybody, and that's where this is different. Where we also do girls haircut. We don't do blow dries. We don't do sunning. We specifically focus on cutting hair, like actually crafting a specific look and desired look for girls as well. So it's not like when you hear barbershop, normally you think that it's only for body.
No, because I mean, with the name D-Shave and the concept, one wouldn't immediately associate that with, you won't think that, okay, it's a place where ladies can also come.
No,
but it very much is.
It is.
Because your training is for both sexes.
Both sexes. Because
Right.
we are specifically only hair. 3 services are only kept because we really want to focus on the craft of cutting hair. We want to focus on creating that perfect look for you, which derives you.
Only these services, but those are like
Really.
top grade. So we are done with the hairstyle. Wow. So I have to tell you guys, Darshan is supremely talented. He is actually Sanjay Leela Bhansali's gift to me. So you worked with Sanjay sir before I came into your life.
Yeah.
So what was that experience? How did that happen?
It actually goes quite back when I met him first time for Savarya when he came with Ranveer Kapoor and we decided the look. And that's how the journey started.
Now, how did you meet Sanjay sir?
I was suggested by Ranveer because when I was with Salman Bhai, he met me there and he said,
Okay.
this boy has done something with my hair already.
Okay.
So why don't we try him? And he came and he tried the look and they really liked the look. So he said, why don't you come do the film? And unfortunately, I couldn't do the film because I had to work with Salman Bhai again. He called me back. And after that, he did his second film and his third film, and he did remember me, and I did style for Aditya also for Guzarish.
Okay.
Yeah, for Guzarish as well.
So for me
He's
there was
always
no
been there
question.
for me.
When I did Ram Leela, he was like, Darshan's doing your hair. So I was like, okay. I mean, I'm not going to argue that conviction of his. So he was like, there was no who do you want to do your hair, or who do you think I have a guy, why don't you try him? It was fixed. Darshan is doing. So you cut Sanjay sir's hair also.
Yeah, I did.
So yeah, he really loves you, by the way.
Yeah.
I
love
and yeah, so when I was doing Ram Leela, it was decided that a guy called Darshan is going to do my hair, and I was still exploring in an exploratory kind of stage with the kind of personnel and kind of experts that I want to work with. As my work increases. So yeah, I was very open to seeing what Darshan has. I remember the first day I met him, he had this surety about himself. He was very sure of what he was saying and what he was doing, which I found borderline arrogant. I was like, I was impressed though. And more so. After we had gotten done with the look test, at that time it was the best look test that I had ever done. I was like, wow man, this is amazing. I still have pictures from that look test.
And it's sketches and
so
all.
I was like, yeah, this guy really knows his shit. And yeah, so we started with Ram Leela, and then we've been working ever since. So Ram Leela, of course, very famous. Very famous hairstyle, and that's the first time I had the handlebar mooch, and how popular that became.
Yeah.
I think Ram Leela was the first thing that actually brought the facial hair and the mooch and the long and that whole the lumberjack look sort of back in vogue. A lot of these fashion blogs and all they credit they credit that as a big thing, because even when I was doing the film, a lot of people from the industry who I'd meet, they would be like, you're doing it with all of this, because usually the facial hair for a hero, for a mainstream leading man, is not. They're usually clean shaven, or back in the 90s they just had the mood. So this whole look was new. So they were like, it was mostly the realm of the bad guy to have the facial hair.
Yeah.
But we were all very convinced. It was actually Sabyasachi who suggested that we go with the look for Ramleela, and yeah, Ramleela was a big success. I was completely, after the working experience with Darshan, it could not be anyone else. He was so amazing, such an amazing support to have on the set. There's so many things, especially on a film with Mr. Bhansali. It can be very difficult, but to have Darshan's temperament, to have him there as a part of my team, to have his support and his protection almost, he's an integral part of my life and my work. So then after we were balancing Ramleela and Gunde, because there were parts of Gunde that had to be shot in the middle of Ramleela. Because
let me add in. I still remember this when I joined you on Ramleela, and like a week into the film, and I'm sitting outside, and it's new for me. I'm getting back with the films. It was a 3 years gap for me, and understanding everything. And I'm sitting out, and then suddenly somebody comes out and says, "Ranveer wants to talk to you," and I'm like, what have I done? The first thing strikes me is something has gone wrong.
He's such a troublemaker. That's what he's thought.
I don't know.
What did I do now?
What did I do now? Like, what has happened? So I walked. No, so I was like, oh, he wants to talk. So I said, okay, I'll go in. I went in, and then sweetly you asked me that, Darshan, I'm doing this next film. Would you like to be a part of it? And I was like, of course, without keeping, like, I really wanted to shout, but then I was like,
nice,
of course, man, of course.
Nice.
I still remember.
And that film was
Gunde.
Yeah.
And then we had to juggle between the 2 films and 3 looks.
We had a blast on Gunde. Yeah? One of the best shooting experiences between Ali and Arjun. We had a blast with the Babas. So great shooting experience. Couple of injuries there as well.
Yeah, I remember.
So I honestly feel very safe when Darshan is around. I know he's got my back. So those experiences we used to joke ना कि ये मूंछें ऊपर कर दी रामलीला में आ गए, मूंछें नीचे कर दी अरे गुंडे में आ गए. But Gunde was a special retro hairstyle. It was the longest time that it would take to do hair. 45 minutes. In my scheme of things, that's a really long. 45 minutes for hair is like you've taken a lot of time. Why 45 minutes, Darshan?
Because it was the whole classic retro wave look, and every section had to be worked on. And I remember the first reaction when I said, "Oh, I'll take 45 minutes." First lady is like, "Kya tu heroine ke saath kaam kar rahi hai?" I was like, "No man, I mean it's a different look," and everybody was waiting. What is this look? First day of the film, and then it's all.
It was like cracking though.
Yeah, it's like this massive hair around.
I remember the first day. I loved the look. Even I was really apprehensive. I was like, "Darshan, 45 minutes for hair every time, every day? Are you mad?" But yeah, I remember the first day. I loved the look. It was a talkie scene with Irfan sir, I remember. I was so impressed. I remember I kept taking selfies that day. I still have pictures. So we did then Gunde. Then we got into Kill Dil, which was another completely different look. In one shot, went fully clean shaven. We had that sun-kissed hair that Shad wanted. Shad actually deliberately wanted it to look that way. A lot of people were like, "Why are you going with this look?" But it was Shad's conviction about the character. He wanted that floppy, sort of stuck in an era kind of hair. And I think for the brief that Darshan got, we really executed what Shad sir's vision was. Then there was that extremely popular Dil Dhadakne Dil look, which is most liked as far as I know. Of course, we had Avan.
Brilliant.
Tell us about your experience with Avan.
So, when I got to know that Avan is going to cut and style the hair, I was actually really excited because for me, as a hairstylist,
Avan Contractor, one of the biggest names in
the hair industry. For me, that's like Oxford
in India ever. So.
Yeah, that's where hair school starts from. For me, basically, I've always heard this name when I've been struggling from my life of doing the washing and cleaning. So obviously it was really honorable for me to work.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Darshan started from the bar, and Darshan used to be a cleaner and you know.
Yeah, I used to like clean and take appointments and wash.
Now he's the big D.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I've always been hearing about Avan. I've grown up hearing about, looking at their craft and how they have transformed the industry from the Dil Chahta Hai was a cult. I mean, they brought in
landmark in styling,
and how actors also were agreeing to experiment. Then they actually brought in the real essence of hairstyling, which is so important for guys as well. It has always been very important for girls, but I'm happy how they really. She transformed it, and I was standing right next to her, and I was taking videos and how she cuts. I was looking how she stands.
So the creatives of creatively, Avan was fixing the style for everybody, but of course Darshan was there, and we had that. It was great for Darshan to have collaborated with such a big name in the hair industry, and then the then the big iconic look, Darshan. Bajirao Mastani. You remember that day when you were going to take the hair off? Yeah, there's that. It's all there in the making.
Yeah,
I was damn excited to do it.
Yeah.
Darshan was also excited. So interesting tale that Darshan wanted to show his solidarity. So when I arrived for the look test on the day of the look test of Bajirao Mastani, I see a bald Darshan. I was like, what have you done? So to show his support and solidarity with me, Darshan also took his hair off. Big ups, my man. Big ups. So I arrived at the look test. I was like, Darshan. He was like, you're gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, brah.
And guys, Bajirao look was challenging. People normally kept telling me that, oh, it's short hair and it's just one shady and it must be easy. It is the most difficult look because managing that strand and with him where you are like completely
I'm all over the place.
Yeah, and then with the different fades on the head and you have got
and
like
Sanjay sir wants the choti to also do its own performance. Even the choti has got to be perfect in the shot. There are many, trust me, there are many takes I have redone because something the choti was not like doing what Sanjay sir wanted it to do.
Yeah.
So that is, I mean, that level of detailing is
like so
why he is
times.
Sanjay.
You've shaved your head so many times.
Yeah, I mean, we have to watch out of the continuity.
It was a very difficult film to do.
So yeah, we thought it would be damn easy because we're buzzing the hair off. But it was ulta, it was more difficult.
Yeah.
But yeah, created an iconic look with the not just the rat tail but
the mustache.
The mustache as well.
Yeah. Look at that iconic, like it went on curling. I still remember that it used to go like. Later on, you grew after the film. Also, I think you kept it. And that video that we shot for
the chopping it
off. It was such a decision to make because the mustache had become a part of you.
I actually got obsessed with twirling my mustache. I remember at one point, some months into the film, I used to curl it and over curl it and over curl it, and Darshan was like, "Bhai, what are you doing here? It's enough. You're doing too much." No, but I wanted it to go up and round and round. I wanted it to have that whole thing. So I got obsessed with my handlebars.
But people loved it. People called me, how does it happen? And it's all.
It's a whole process.
It's a process. Yeah. It's a long process.
It's a whole process.
Yeah.
And now tonight also we're doing something. Darshan, we're headed to the GQ event.
Yeah.
So this style that Darshan has done magically in record time. So of course I want to see the back of it though.
Yeah. So this is where we.
So there's some new technology with showing the back also because you're always struggling, right?
Yeah. So you see on your right hand side.
Oh. Live streaming on a screen.
Yeah.
And the screen is embedded in the mirror.
Yeah.
So this is how you see the back of the head because that's always a struggle, right?
Correct. So, and not only the back, you can see complete 360-degree view of the hair, where you know like how it's falling from the back, from the profile, and it's very important for the beard as well because normally you can't see your beard from the side how it's shaping up when you talk about it. Correct. So it's like it gives you.
Correct. You have to use the mirror and then you have to try hard to look on the side and all.
Correct.
So here you get a full video stream happening.
Yeah.
That's super cool, Darshan.
So this is how we've put technology to use for the betterment of the craft.
State of the art barbershop with at the same time strongly rooted in tradition. Very impressive, Darshan. Very, very impressive. So we're all set. and we're off to the GQ event. And so yeah, guys, that was my first experience at D-Shave. So if you want the best haircut, the best jumpy, and the best beard, shave and trim, the best experience, barbershop experience, then come on out to Bandra and check out D-Shave with the one, the only, the Big Daddy D, Darshan. And thank you all for coming out. It's as special a day as it is for Darshan. It is an equally special day for me. I know for the past year and a half, 2 years, how hard he's worked on putting this place up. The kind of detailing and the level of detailing to which he's gone into to make sure this is a one-of-a-kind barbershop experience. And how ever since I started with Darshan, he's been harboring this dream, and it's been finally realized. So for somebody who is a very important part of my life and is like a brother to me, this is a big day for him and a very, very big and special day for me. I think we should hug it out, D. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much. You did it. You did it.
We did it.
What did I do?
We did it. You've been an inspiration. You have been an inspiration.
D-Shave, baby! Come on out and check it out. Puppies.